Most people believe that a low income and a small life must always go together. They look at their paycheck, do the quiet math in their head, and quietly accept that certain things, comfort, security, choice, are simply not meant for them. So they work, they survive, and they wait for circumstances to change before they allow themselves to hope for anything more. But in Japan, there is a group of low-income workers who never accepted that equation. Today, I want to tell you about a hidden rule they live by, not a secret investment, not a lucky break, but a quiet principle called Kaizen, applied so precisely that it allowed ordinary people, earning ordinary wages, to build extraordinary stability. This is not about how much you earn. It is about what you do with it, 1% at a time, without stopping. Let me tell you about a woman named Michiko. Michiko cleaned offices in Fukuoka for over 20 years. Her income was modest, often barely enough, and for a long time she lived the way most people in her position do, spending what came in, saving what little was left, and quietly believing that real financial peace belonged to people who earned more than she did. She was not lazy. She was not careless. She simply believed her income was the ceiling of what was possible. One evening, she overheard two older women at a community gathering discussing something they called their one rule. Curious, she asked what they meant. One of them, a retired seamstress named Fujita, smiled and said, "We do not wait for a bigger income to live a bigger life. We take a small piece of whatever comes in, and we improve it every single day, no matter how small the amount." Michiko didn't understand at first. Fujita explained further. "It is not about how much you have. It is about respecting a portion of it enough to protect it, grow it, and let it work quietly, while the rest of your life continues exactly as it is." This is the hidden rule, not a secret about money itself, but a discipline, rooted in Kaizen, that says progress does not require permission from your paycheck. It only requires consistency, applied without stopping. Think of rice again, because this analogy holds the truth so clearly. A farmer with a small field does not wait until he owns a larger one to begin planting. He works with exactly what he has, tending it with total seriousness, refusing to treat his small field as unworthy of care simply because it is not large. Season after season, his small field, cared for completely, often outproduces a larger field that was neglected. Size was never really the deciding factor. Consistency was. A low income, treated with this same seriousness, behaves the same way. It is a smaller field, yes. But a smaller field, planted every day without fail, still produces a harvest, often one that surprises everyone who assumed it never could. Why does this rule actually work, especially for people earning less? Because most people wait for abundance before they begin discipline, when it should be the other way around. The mind convinces itself, "Once I earn more, I will start saving properly, I will start improving properly." But here is what most people miss. The habits you build with little are the exact habits that will manage more later, if more ever comes. The common mistake is believing discipline is a reward for wealth, when in truth, wealth is often the reward for discipline, practiced quietly, long before it was convenient. So how did Michiko, and workers like her, actually apply this hidden rule? Let's break it into 3 areas. First, protect a small percentage, no matter how small. Even if it is only 1% of what comes in, treat it as untouchable. This is not about the amount. It is about proving to yourself that discipline does not require comfort to begin. Second, improve one small skill related to your work consistently. Michiko spent 10 minutes a few evenings a week learning new, more efficient cleaning techniques, eventually training others and earning a small but steady increase in responsibility. The skill did not require money to develop. It only required attention. Third, review your small progress often, without judgment. Once a month, look honestly at what has grown, what has changed, what small percentage has quietly compounded. Do not compare it to someone earning more. Compare it only to where you were the month before. None of these steps require a large income to begin. None of them promise dramatic results overnight. And that is precisely why most people, even those who hear this rule clearly, will still wait for a bigger paycheck before they start. Michiko didn't wait. She kept her one rule for years, quietly, without announcing it to anyone. Her income never became large in any dramatic sense. But her stability did. She retired with savings many assumed impossible for someone in her position, not because her salary changed dramatically, but because she had changed first, 1% at a time, without stopping. This is the choice in front of you. You can wait for a bigger income before you allow yourself real discipline, real growth, real peace. Or you can begin exactly where you are, with exactly what you have, and let consistency do what a larger paycheck alone never could. The field does not need to be big. It only needs to be tended, without stopping. If this way of thinking speaks to you, consider subscribing to Will and Wisdom, because we explore ideas like this every week, quiet philosophies that build a life worth having. Leave a comment and tell me the 1% you will begin protecting today. And if you're ready to discover how small habits shape extraordinary lives, the next video is waiting for you.